Before I begin, I would want to recognize firstly the presence of our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Elvis Martin, our parliamentary representative for this area, the Honorable Marcel Leibel, my colleague Sharon Rattan, PS in Community and Social Development, Mr. The Brunder family. Some people used to say Bruno, but it's Brunder. No, it's Brunder. I want to recognize also the presence of quite a number of persons who are here, who I recognize when I lived here previously. I decided to accept the invitation from Minister Leibel to participate in the ceremony because I believe that it is opportune for us to pay homage to persons who would have not necessarily done great things in the country in terms of national development, but in terms of community development. This little area here is a really tight-knit community. On this side, we had a lady by the name of Miss Martin. Yeah. Those of you who know Miss Martin, you could have stayed anywhere and hear her mouth. A ball only had to go in her yard and you would hear from Miss Martin. Then, upper side by Miss Martin, you had Miss Mary. Nice, quiet lady. And then upper side, you had Miss David. And I see Miss David here. One of the only surviving persons. And then here, you had, I want to call her by her correct name. You had Muriel. You don't want to call her what? Muriel Lavelle. You don't want to call her what other persons used to call her. And with Muriel, you had Mr. Gabby. Gabby. And then down to the bottom, you had Mrs. Nisbet and her husband. And then on the other side, you had the leaders, and I'm very happy to see them here. And then when you go across the street for a time, in that house, you had Sylvie Taylor, that is Denzel Cook's mom, and their family lived there. And then in the house, the Brunder's house, one part we lived in, the other part Nan lived in, and the other part Lynette was born. That's where Lynette was born, on the other side of Nan. Then on that side of the street, you had, long time ago, a man by the name of Bumper. Bumper. I don't know how many of you. Lumper. Yes, Lumper. And then Lumper passed on after a while, and he was replaced by Mr. Challenger family. And then for a time after Mr. Challenger, you had Miss Val, before they moved down the bay. And then you had two elderly persons in the persons of Mr. and Mrs. Carr. I think Mr. Carr was from Antigua. He was a policeman. And even when he was older, you could have seen him. When Mr. Carr came out, you had to run if you were doing anything wrong. Because just the look on Mr. Carr's face chased you away. And then you had Mona Richards and Day. And then you had, up at the top there, you had Franklin and Day. Scramble sauce you had. And then you go up and then you had the halberd. Why am I saying that? Because in this very small community, everyone took care of everyone. And I want to give you a story to get you to the point of understanding how close-knit we were. My two brothers, Oscar and Dwight, on a Sunday, they were very mischievous. And they got into a fight with Phyllis, Lynette's sister. And for some reason, the parents contrived to carry the matter to the courts. Well, who tell them to do that? On a Sunday, on a Saturday morning, they show up at the court. By the time the Sunday afternoon comes, the children had recovered and had made up. And so Mrs. Brunder came to my mother and said, listen to me, see, I don't think we should get involved in nothing with the children them again, because the children them don't make up, and me and you here not talking. And Nan, very nice old lady, came across and she used to call my mother Miss Celia. She said, Miss Celia, let me tell you something. You need to bring these boys up in a particular way, but you have to be very careful. You can't keep going to the courts all the time. And I'm going to say the same thing to Rupert, who was Nan's brother, Lynette's father. So, all around, anything that was done here was done together. The school there was an era that we played, especially those of us who were here during the time of a Moravian minister called Mr. Kitson. Mr. Kitson used to come every Thursday and used to teach us to sew. And then at one time when they put on the back there, they decided that we must go cooking. Well, I didn't like that because them times I was fat and I didn't like my food. So it was not a big problem. The sewing I couldn't take on. But the cooking was thing. And then from there, we would go up to the steps to play our cricket. And from the steps, we go down there to the sea and pitch every time. And then we would meet Evans, because he was the one closest to us. And we would play across the road there and break when the cars, because the vehicles were not necessarily prevalent in those days. And, you know, when we moved from here, when we moved from this area and went up to Newtown, we came back here every day. As a matter of fact, our mother decided that we had to still continue going to school in this area. And so we were here every day. We had to trudge from Newtown to come here. And so this street, this area, is an integral part of me. I will never, ever forget this area, because this area here really made me. And I am very happy that the minister and her group would have found it at this time to honor somebody from this area. Those of us who knew Nan remember her brittle and the pull. All the time when you come down the thing there from the school, Nan, and she pull and she brittle. And Nan used to give her more than she sell, eh? Because you only had to go with a sad, you only used to have to go with a sad face. And you get everything you wanted from Nan. So I am very, very happy. Of course, I am very happy to be associated with this. And I wish that in some instances, in all instances, our communities could get back to where we were. Because this was a very nice, close-knit. Nothing separated us. Church there, church up there, church Methodist everywhere, school everywhere. Nothing separated us. So I want to end by saying that I am very happy to have been given this opportunity and to congratulate the Brunders family, because they made a very powerful impact. I'm sorry that Jean or Cynthia can't be here to participate in this, because I know that they would have adored and appreciated what is happening here. So thank you very much.